Yo, yo. So yeah, this is something I kind of wanted to do, way earlier actually. Actually, I wanted to do this immediately when the bracket was announced, but I couldn't really think of a way to do it. But then I realized, oh, we have this incredible piece of software, and it works. So why not use it, you know? But yeah, and also it's kind of interesting because I haven't actually looked at all the brackets yet, especially the NA one. I think the NA one is going to be interesting to look at because I do know like a few results, but I haven't kept up with it. And also, I don't really know who's actually playing in the tournament. So I've of course prepared for that as well. So we have brackets and we have the lineups for both brackets. But yeah, I guess we can just jump into it. First of all, we could check like the results of the first round. So obviously, the very first round, that's rolling to steel. I think that's Shisuna's team. Shisuna, Naikyu, and it's Akashi, but I think it's Hikaru playing on the account. What happened there is the all-around players. They're actually an A team, so they're the bottom ones. All NA players. So what happened was the team leader accidentally signed them up for EU, and they got disqualified, which is a shame for them. Okay, now we can confirm if that's actually Shisuna's team. So rolling to still be, let's see. No, that's it's the A team. I mean, yeah, that's Shisuna's team with Sawako as their fourth. Okay, so they're going up against Dunkstep's team. Dunkstep's CRT and Manic, I believe, and also Itasura as their fourth player. I think that's gonna be quite a rough match for them, honestly. For rolling to steel, I mean, I'm pretty sure like CRT, Dunksteps, and Maniac, they're a pretty large favorite to win, or from the PS4 side at least. I think they're one of the stronger teams, but they definitely don't have like the freest run bracket run like I initially thought, but they do have quite a easy bracket. Or no, actually that's not a easy second game. But I will give it to CRT, Dunksteps, and Maniac, obviously. So that's my prediction for that game. Next game is the EuroLeague A versus Anti-League A. Who's Anti-League A? Oh, okay. So Sheep Alex, or Sheep Apex, Temp, and ZXYT Mega. So I really, I really want my boys from EuroLeague, Don Quam's Khalid Sharpsword and Nasser C or Missileer to win, of course. But in all fairness, I don't think they will. But they should, because I don't really like the anti-lag A team. They're a bunch of boosters and also lag switchers. So yeah, let's hope our boys from EuroLeague A can bring some justice. Oh, actually, they did kind of kill it in the first round. I'm not gonna lie. It's Spartans. Who's that? Mm. Okay, wait. So anti-lag A. So anti-lag A actually. They actually kind of killed it in the first round as well. 23 to 37. It's a high score. It's a very high score actually. I don't think Ghost Valley A was a terrible team either. Where's Ghost Valley? Okay. So Ghost Valley A was okay. So it was okay. Jaded Man, Rosso, and Waltz, and also Momo. This is in. I'm not doing the scores. I'm just doing doing it on the fly, you know. The scores they're actually the correct ones so far. So okay, but okay, Ghost Valley are out with both of their teams already. But their A team got actually both of their teams kind of got clapped score wise. I'm doing this in this share factory. Okay, so Rosso, Momo, and whoever their last was got kind of clapped by YT Mega's team. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Spartans. Who is Spartans? Okay, Tiger, so Arnuk and Dila Loba. Okay, no clue who any of those were. How did Spartans B do? Wow, they didn't show up. That makes sense. All right, all right. So so for the game 18, or I guess it's 16. Yeah, it's 16. EuroLeague versus Anti-Lag. I will give it to Anti-Lag, even though I don't want to. The next game after that, they're gonna go probably gonna be up against just a Project A, which I will obviously give it to Dunkstep's team, just a Project A. But then there's Entitled versus Cobra Kai A. That's also an interesting game actually. Probably the most important interesting from this side. So we got Lefty, Gabri, and Gabri. Snow Ganyu, aka Gabri, Fetish for Soul, aka Gabri, or Seka, which is a pretty alright team. I think it's stronger if they have Seka instead of Fetish for Soul, but I don't think they're gonna run that. And they're against Entitled, which is it's the best PC team. If I can find them, there we go. So Coolux is gonna play. I don't pass is also Coolux, but we don't know who's on the account. But it's this PG account. And Revenge, of course. The two best bigs in EU, in my opinion. And they're on the same team. However, they are lacking offense, apparently. which might be their downfall. You never know. And the Cobra Kai team is actually it isn't bad. It's quite good, I'd say. It's one to look out for sure. So they might be able to take it. Like I wouldn't put it past them. Facts, facts. I'm the best big. But yeah, it's an interesting game. I will give it to Untitled though for now because I am expecting them to make it to the semis, and I'll take it from there. Berlin City Suns. They beat Prodigy. Who's Prodigy? So Prodigy was Isabel Shaynero, I guess. Snap to Peter. Okay, so in other words, complete randoms. The other team was Berlin City Sun B. Okay, so that was De La Deuce, Juan or Juan MIPT, and Lorex. Okay, so they actually won. Not by a long shot though. I kind of expected them to win more than that. But yeah, I guess they're to the second round. What happened to Berlin City Sun A? Did it not show up? Oh, actually they didn't. They didn't. That's kind of tough because they kicked out Ekags because he didn't show up to scrim, and they don't show up at the tournament. What the hell? Okay, so Berlin City Suns versus Beehive. Who's Beehive? Or Beehive B rather. So that's okay. So that's Drive, Sabusa, and Saint. Did they play? They did not. I don't know. Big baller spaces. What the hell? Big baller space. Savage Boy. Well. Literal randoms. Okay. No clue who any of those guys are. Okay, so who's winning from between Beehive and Berlin City Suns? Probably Beehive. So I'm expecting like a PC versus PC here in the quarterfinals on the top side. And I do expect Entitled to win that game as well. So in the top bracket, my semifinal picks, that's going to be just a Project A and Entitled. And I'll come back to that later once we finish the other bracket. So we got Beehive A versus Cobra Kai B. I believe that's Kelly's team versus iMusic's team, isn't it? Yes, yeah, so it's Kelly, True, and Green Wave Gig Squad. the last player I actually have blacklisted. Fun fact. I'm not sure who it is though, but he did sell me quite a lot on ranked. I think yeah, I might remove him. I might have accidentally done it, but okay. Who was the other team again? Cobra Kai B. Okay, yeah, that's quite definitely iMusic. Well, yeah, so it's iMusic, Emre, and Greco, or not Emre. I think that's Ekags. And also Pac-Man. Don't forget Pac-Man. Pac-Man pulled through for them during the first round. I know iMusic was fuming in the party because Pac-Man was kind of selling. Who are they playing against? Let's see. Bum Fluff Brigade. So that was Margui, Shabo, and Luby David. You think Beehive is winning that? Kelly's team's beat. It really depends on if Greco's showing up or not. But even if it does, I think I actually agree. I think I agree with you. I think Beehive is gonna win that. No offense to iMusic, I just don't think. I don't think either Greco or Peckman is gonna be the play here. I think he was quite unlucky with his teammates, but I know he didn't really have that much to choose from either. But it is what it is. Beehive B is a pretty, or Beehive A is a pretty good team, I think. Kelly and True have a good synergy. I'm not sure who Green Wave Gig Squad is, but if they have Kuro, I know they will do well. But the Green Wave Gig Squad might be like a better big they picked up. I know he played like Lee in 3x3, so that might actually be a thing. And then we got Rolling to Steel B versus that's I didn't realize they played. Actually, All X team they have a pretty rough bracket. Actually, they don't have a pretty rough bracket. They have a pretty rough second round. So Stay at Home 8, that's Olag, and that's Omas, and that's also, I believe it's Windsmoke. Faisal is their fourth. Interesting. But I think he's a non-playing member. But yeah, also, and then there's Rolling to Still Be, which is Lil Lucy, right? Lil Lucy Drake. Where are they? Am I blind? Yeah, yeah, man. Okay, so Lil Lucy Drake, Kirasu Man, and Sigrain, and also Shakur. That is a better squad than the A squad, I think. I 100% agree. And that's a tough match to call. They're both good teams. All like Umas and Windsmoke versus Lilusi Drake, Kirasuman, and Sigrin. That's really tough to call because both teams, in my opinion, whoever wins that is gonna win the next round as well. I'll just say that. So whoever wins that will be in the semi-finals pretty much. But who am I going to give it to? Both of them actually got a free ride to round 2 though. Literally no shows in. But yeah. Um, you think Beehive is gonna get beat any of these teams? I don't think so. They're playing against Beehive. No, in the semis that we're not getting, we haven't gotten there yet. They're getting to the semis though. Like um, they're playing in Beehive in the quarters. The semis is match 28. But yeah, I think I'll actually give it to. It's so tough to call. I think both of them can win. Honestly, it's probably the hardest one to call for me. I think I'll give it to Stay at Home though. Yeah, I'll give it to All Likes team. But that's a really hard one to call. I'll give it to All Likes team, but I think Rolling to Steel B can also do it. Like I wouldn't be surprised. Then next we got EuroLeague B, the goats. You know the vibes. who's on that team though? Who's on that team? EuroLeague B. So we got Rea-Tan, we got Hotaru-san, we got Celestial Drip, and we got Jamsco. We got Jamsco. And who did they play the first game? They played TCL Mira, by the way, Weismugi, and Levi XY, also known as Senji. Kiseki Kagami was the bench player. They won 23-9. You know the vibes. And they're playing against Anti-Lag B, who also like did. Okay, so Spartans B did not show up. Anti-Lag B, who's that? Okay, so that's Toxic Faisal, Lampaka, and Joden Staff Italy. So if my memory serves me correctly, Joden is like the biggest biggest seller. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That should be a victory. Lampag is a pretty. I think he has pretty good ping, but yeah, Joden is a face shooter and is yeah. Let's just keep it at that. There's I doubt there's any synergy to this team. Like Toxic Faisal, he's a pretty good player, but I don't think that's enough here. I think they'll struggle a lot. Okay, so let's just move on. EuroLeague B is winning that. For the next game though, we have Streetwear A versus Just a Project B. Another actually a upset from the last round. Stay at Home B, which was Genji's team, Genji, Diggy, and Faye. They lost to Just a Project B, which is Tanky and Joconda and who was her last? Oh yeah, my epilogue, of course, of course. And they have Onyx as their sub, which actually could be a play because he does add some variety to the lineups. But the Streetwear Air, yes, Streetwear. That's a goated lineup though. We got Sexukun, aka LMX. We got we got NX, aka RXS, aka Lens, and we got Mtilly, aka Mtilly. And as a sub, we got Smoking Nut Pack, aka LMX. You know the vibes. So what's good about this lineup is that they have the goats, but yeah, they're probably losing. They're probably losing. Like they're up against a pretty tough team, I'd say. Just a Project Beast, they're a pretty good team. They've been a set for like ages. They all have good cards. They have some kind of strategy. I don't think they run completely uh, optimal lineups, but I think they almost have it. You think there's no shot? Unfortunately, I don't really see it happening either. I would love to see it, but yeah, it's gonna be tough for sure. Like they beat Genji's team, so they actually have a pretty good chance at just making it far, and they deserve to as well. No, Sexakun, that's LMX. That's LMX as well. Yeah, no shot for Streetwear A, unfortunately. And what's good, Circus? I already have you guys in the semifinals. And good morning, Mr. T. So yeah, okay. So the next game we have then is EuroLeague versus probably just a Project B, right? Who beat Genji's team? That's just a Project B. So that's a very bottom team versus Stay at Home B, which was Genji's team. So that they consist of like Mr. Jokonda, My Epilogue, and Tankin, and that game is actually on YouTube. It's on YouTube. So yeah, the EuroLeague B versus just a Project B. You know I'm not gonna say that our team is gonna lose. So we're taking that shit to the semifinals, and we'll be up against probably Sao Tome, which is All Like's team. So in my opinion, the bracket will be so far in the semifinals. We got just the Project A versus Entitled on the top side of the bracket. Then we have Stay at Home A versus EuroLeague B in the lower bracket for the semifinals. That's my predictions. Should I continue from there? Hell yeah. Who's winning? Uh, just the Project A, just to remind you, that's CRT, Manic, and Dunk Steps versus Entitled, which is Kulaks, and Revenge, or Circus. That's their fourth. Yeah. So that's the top semifinal in my opinion. And I'm gonna give it to Entitled. I think they I think they're gonna be in the finals. I think they'll be in the finals. They're all goated players. I think their defense is strong enough, and I'm pretty sure just the Project A isn't gonna be running like the optimal lineups. And if they actually try to double big versus them, they're just gonna lose on rebounds. That's just the reality of things. Yeah, yeah. They do have Kulak twice. That's actually what makes them broken. No, that's cap. That's cap. You guys are probably gonna be in the finals, and like most of the good people I've talked to, they pretty much have you guys in the finals as well. In the finals or as winners, straight up. The other semifinal, which I can remind you again, it's gonna be probably Olag, uh, Windsmoke, Morad. I think that's him. Or we can use their in-game names: Guan Yu, Sang Fei, and Umaz. But yeah, that's Windsmoke and Umaz and Olag. No, I'm not saying you guys are winning. I'm saying you guys will be in the finals probably. Versus the goats of EuroLeague B. Rea-Tan, Hotaru-san, Celestial Drip, and also Jamsco. The hidden sleeper. You might pull him in. You think they're gonna lose to Cobra Kai? I did actually. I was open for that possibility because I think it's possible. Because they're actually not probably not gonna run like a. I think they're actually gonna run a more proper lineup versus you guys than just the project will. So I think you're actually more likely to lose to Cobra Kai than to just the project. But if you do lose to Cobra Kai, then I think just the project is gonna actually go to the finals instead of Cobra Kai. That's my predictions. So, but the other bracket, of course, I'm gonna say that we're gonna beat them. Of course. We gotta stay positive, you know. So it's gonna be Entitled versus EuroLeague B in the finals. Don't worry about it, guys. And of course, EuroLeague B is winning the tournament. Let's go. Oh, for the bronze finals though, um, that's interesting. So that's gonna be it's gonna be just a project versus Stay at Home May, aka All Likes team versus Dunkstep's team. Hmm, I can see that also going both ways. But literally at this level though, it literally does. Um, what will my prediction be though? Yeah, literally, this is just like my top four is just based on bias, pretty much. I will give it to Dunkstep's team because I want him to do well, you know. But in title, I have a pretty strong feeling we'll be in the finals. I will say that. So my top three for the tournament is EuroLeague A or EuroLeague B, EuroLeague B for the first place, Entitled second place, third place Just a Project A, fourth place Stay at Home A, and fifth place will be, I guess that's gonna be Just a Project B, and also who's the other one? Oh, it's Cobra Kai, and also probably Anti-Lag. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, that's my prediction for the EU brackets. So now let's go to the mysteries of the NA bracket. This is actually so much unknown shit for me. Like I don't know who's on who lineup. I'm not that familiar with most players. Like I've heard of a lot of these players. My issues, however, I haven't actually played with most of these players. And secondly, I don't know who's playing on the accounts of these players. But yeah, let's see. So first round, let's review for a second here. So Team Toxic A, I think that's Genly's team, right? I think that's Genly's team, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's Goatney. I'm type Toxic, aka Genly, and I think the last one is K Keypulse, and of course we got Shax as their fourth. So who did they beat? BVS and D? Who's that? Was that a A team? B team. So that's Young Salad, the the Bomberman, the Bomberman. Okay. Chaotic Kijan. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that this was a pretty easy win. Like they put up a good fight though. 39 to 32. That's not a bad score against Genly's team. Yeah, yeah. So they're playing against nudists who beat icebreakers quite convincingly, I will say. I will say that. Who's icebreakers and who's ice? Okay, that was B team, right? Yeah. Okay, so both B teams. Icebreaker B. That's Night Owl. Night Owl. 1101. Sauce Dog. 30 39. Is that a 38? Okay, never mind. Ice Flood and DDA 905. Okay, so I don't know who any of these guys are. What about the nudist team? That's a PC team, if I recall correctly. Yeah, it's PC. So that's Alien, Trey, Trey for life, and we love finals. Okay, so these guys, they love finals. That might be in their favor. That might be an advantage, straight up. They love finals. But I'm not familiar with any of them, unless that's Alien Funbag. In which case, I have never seen him play, but I know he's he knows a lot of stuff. Where did I get the lineups at? They're at the website. Uh, just because I don't know who the newest players are, that makes it difficult for me. However, I don't see like that. I will just give it to you straight up. I think Team Toxic A is gonna win the tournament, possibly. So I don't really see them losing, like regardless of who these piece players are. Like I know this is a pretty goated lineup, honestly. There are more sleeper teams there, I think though. Um, let's check out Memories and Team Takeover A. Okay, so Team Takeover A, that's Y4 Eyes, SAG got banned, and NASA got banned, and Beasky. Okay. And the other team was Memories A. Okay, so that's an Xbox team. Okay, free win. Free win. Memories A. Smoke F Burna. Man down. Sayla. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I think Team Takeover is gonna win this game in particular. If I recall correctly, the Smoke F Burna claims to be like the best ISO Kim, so that's not really meta relevant anymore. Or was it ever? Just based on that, I'll give it to Team Takeover A. But I also think they have a pretty decent team. Um, and yeah, I'll just put Team Toxic to A to this semifinals because I think they'll be Team Takeover as well. Okay, so Team Toxic B, who's that? It's Joker, but I don't think that's Joker. Welcome to the block. Engage on. Okay, so wait, they won. Um, yeah, I think they all have pretty goated accounts, and that's Venue on the bench. But I think Venue, no, I'll not comment. But I will say that they probably will win this. Iceland, who's Iceland? Where is Iceland? Am I blind? Oh, there he is. JR. Oh, JR. Wait, is that J? Yeah, yeah. Team Toxic can lose to the PC players, but the thing is, I don't know who the PC players are. That's the only reason. Like I'm not familiar with these guys. Okay, Demonic JR, another JR. Tutu got paw skills. To be honest, I'm not familiar, or I'm not familiar with their plays. But did they do well in the first round? They beat Juggernauts. Who's Juggernauts? Oh, so they beat Stanley. No, Stanley got eliminated. Okay, so they beat Stanley, but I'm not sure who Stanley's team is. That's unfortunate. But if that's Jay from the chat, then good stuff, Jay. Good stuff. And apparently there's another Jay under your team. Alright, so, but I'm gonna give that to Team Toxic B, probably. Yeah, because I know they have, I know they had this shit planned out. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do well. Dang! The nudist team nearly lost an NBA Street Ballers? Or Street? Who the hell is that? It's an Xbox team. Oh, it's Sweaty Freddy! It's Sweaty Freddy! Dang, Sweaty Freddy almost beat the nudist A team. Or was it the nudist team? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the first nudist team is Bloody Ifrit 700 AM or 7 AM I guess. Huda. You know, I don't know who these nudist guys are. Are they good PC players? No, there's actually two J's in the chat. Wait, is that Insane King? Where's Insane King? On the Team Toxic B lineup? Is it welcome to block? Okay, let's hold on. Team Takeover B. We haven't even gotten there in the bracket. What do you mean? We not even gotten there. They're super far down in the bracket. What do you mean? Why would I mention him now? We've not even gotten there. Okay, so they LA 4 a.m. guys. Let's see, let's see. You know, they're all the same to me, but I'm pretty sure all of them are really good. I was watching Kryber play the other day. He's quite strong, and he's not even on the A team. But yeah, I feel like this team is I think it's better than the nudist team, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, will they beat the nudist team? I think so. The nudist team almost lost to Sweaty Freddy. So I'm gonna give it to the LA 4 a.m. guys. This is on East. So just attacks. Okay, so that game was not played. I guess they couldn't. Just facts B or A? Already forgot. It's the B team, okay. So just facts, that's Xbox players. I don't know any of them actually. Sweatbacks, also Xbox players. So they got Xbox versus Xbox. Got Coach Simp, Knights, and whoa, Jabs, and Vortex. Yeah, that's impossible to call for me. I literally don't know. I don't know who they are. They're up against Dream Chasers B next round though. Do I know any of these guys? Oh, okay. So this is a interesting. That's actually an interesting lineup. So that's May So High, I believe on Mountain FF account, and that's also Chris. That's also Ace All Star on the top. May All Star. That's I think that's actually I think that's Ace All Star. I think that's who they're playing. Alternatively, that's that might be May on May Ace All Stars account. Someone else is playing on Mountain FF's account. And then there's just Chris on, which was, I believe, May's original PS4 account. So that's a pretty interesting lineup. Yeah, but no, he can't because he's in the PlayStation crew, or he's on PlayStation. While the LA 4AM boys, they're actually a Steam crew. But he's playing on his PS4 account. But yeah, Dream Chasers B, I think that's actually, in my opinion, that's probably the biggest sleeper pick in this bracket, actually. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna actually have I have them for the semifinals. Looking at this, like I was watching them destroy threat ballers, the B team, which was just better, aka Misfate. I believe that was um, Batman on DJ's account, and someone on Insane King's account. Wait, what? Oh, that's not right. Threat ballers. Threat ballers. I got that one. Yeah, so Ovio and DJ. That's what it was. But that was actually, I believe that was Lonnie. Who streamed that? Batman did. Batman streamed that round, and they got destroyed. They got destroyed by Dream Chasers B. But the Dream Chasers team is actually really strong. Like, say what you will about or yeah, say what you will about May. Pretty much he's in my opinion one of the best players on NA. Like he has tons of knowledge. He has really I like we share similar ideas pretty much about this game, which so I just naturally agree with them, or we just naturally agree on a lot of things, which makes him more relatable for me. So I actually have them for the semifinals. I think they're gonna beat, but yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Team Takeover B. So that's Insane King's team. But if I think I read on Facebook that he's not even playing. So Team Takeover B. Okay, so that's DJ. That's DJ. Okay, so I'm typed different. That's Geo. Uh, then it's DJ. Then it's Insane King. And they beat Memories B. Ooh, the Xbox team. But just by 1 point. Visual Highs, Hilarious, Conch, and Neru. I think I know who Visual Highs is. And Hilarious Conch, I think it's like a Twitch streamer. I have literally no idea for the Xbox versus Xbox. That one is, but I don't think it matters because they're losing next game. uh, LA 4AM. You know what? That's a tough one. That's also a tough one. But I might just give it. I think this is probably one of the better PC teams, or it's actually probably the best PC team. So I think I might have given to them versus Team Takeover B. But that being said, I'm not familiar with them. So I might have to give it to Team Takeover B. Because I know them. And they're all good. But I'm pretty sure if this PC team put out a tournament team, they're gonna be strong players. That's why I'm not sure. And I was watching Kryver play the other day. But I'm not sure at all who Alicia and Risk is. But I'm gonna give it to them anyways because I think they're gonna be a tourney threat. So Sin City Outlaws B. I think that's Susie's team, right? Yeah. Akuseru. No, that's not right. That was B? Yeah, Sin City Outlaws B. So that's Sin. Okay, Sin. She simps for Drip and Susie, okay. Uh they're up against Dream Chasers A, so that's Nasty Palm's team, okay. You know, I'm gonna give it to Nasty Palms because I know he really wants it. Next game they're against Garbage though. The Xbox. Who's Garbage? Okay, so that's Keyson, Forgotten Hero, and Mace account, and Boss. I don't really know any of them except for May, but I know for a fact that's not gonna be May playing. That's not May playing on his account. Keyson and Forgotten Hero, and I know who Keyson is to some extent. I know that just based on Foxy's hyping him up, and the Boss as well. But if the guy May got to play for him is good, they just might win. They might win against Nasty Palm's team, straight up. Then we got Garbage versus Icebreakers. So Public Enemy, I don't know. I can check what that is. No. No, I don't know any of those guys. But the Garbage A team, so that's yeah. I think that's the Fox's team. So it's Foxy Grandpa, Evil Killer, and ha 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 ha, and iPlats. Uh, what are they playing against? So they're playing against Icebreakers. Okay. This bracket took far longer to go through because I'm not familiar with these guys. So it's House, Sauce Dog, and okay. I'm gonna give that to Garbage. But what's interesting here, like all the games are so even. Like there's barely any score difference. That's that's an indication to me that some people aren't really playing good defense here, or they're not really running optimal lineups. Like the ones that aren't that close, it's like Dream Chasers versus Threat Ballers. That's because there was a huge advantage in lineups there, and they were playing really good defense. Team Takeover A was also playing pretty well. So apparently, there's a big score difference there. And also Nudis were playing well. Team Toxic A. Foxy's not playing, that's the thing. Foxy's actually gone right now. Alright, but where was I? Yeah. I'm giving that one to Garbage though. So we might have Garbage versus Garbage in the quarterfinals. That's interesting. And I think it's actually gonna happen. So I think we'll have a Garbage team in the semifinals. Like I think this bracket is very favors Garbage a lot. The crew. Yeah, I think that's gonna happen actually. I think we'll have a Xbox team in semifinals and it's gonna be Garbage. But I also think we'll have Meso High in semifinals with his Dream Chasers B team with Ace All Star. Like that has to be the most. I think that's actually the most stacked card wise. Like yeah, that team is the most stacked card wise. Like they have Mace old PS4 account. They have Ace All Stars PS4 account. And Mountain FF, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure he has a stacked account since they're using that one as well. Yeah, I'm gonna have Dream Chasers and one of the garbage teams in the semifinals for the bottom one, and I'll have Team Toxic A and and Team Toxic. Ooh, that's tough. It's either gonna be Team Toxic B or LA 4 a.m. B or A for the other semifinal. But who? Let me check who Team Toxic B is again. So Joker, welcome to the block, and Gay-chan. Nah, I mean it is a good team. It is a good team. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not. It's so hard to call because I don't know who the LA 4M guys are, but I know it's the best PC team. It is the best PC team, right? I'm not familiar with any of these PC players. But I'm still very confident they will do a lot of damage. But the confidence is completely unwarranted. That's the thing. Like I literally can't give it to LA 4 a.m. Even though my gut feeling is saying they'll actually be in the semifinals. I think it's I think I have to say Team Toxic B. Yes, I think the top semifinal will be Team Toxic A and Team Toxic B. The bottom one will be Dream Chasers B. And honestly, either of the garbage teams, I'm not sure. But that's interesting. So who's gonna win the semifinals though? Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Team Toxic A, obviously, for the top one. Like, yeah, I definitely have them to win the tournament. And then I'm actually gonna give it to Dream Chasers B versus Garbage. And but I think Team Toxic A will win the tournament still. So my top four is Team Toxic A for first place, Dream Chasers B, based on based on my gut feeling, and the Browns final is gonna be played against Team Toxic B and Garbage, one of the Garbage teams. But I'm not familiar with any of them honestly, or too much. Or it could go either way. That's the thing. Uh, but I will give that to Team Toxic B as well. So yeah, that is my predictions. That is my predictions. Keep in mind though, I'm not too familiar with the NA players, and so this is not based on anything other than my gut feeling. But it was interesting to go through the brackets and see how people have been doing. There's a lot of interesting results for sure. But yeah, that's it for the stream. That's pretty much all I wanted to do. So thanks for watching and peace out, guys.